powered by Rode.
Hey, it's Elliott Wilson from Rap Radar, and me and my partner B.Dot Miller. And you know we got the premier website out there, rapradar.com. And now we're about to take over the podcast game. We're going to sit down with the culture's most important voices and give you that news and information, that opinion. The only opinion that matters, man, here at Rap Radar. Listen up. Here we go.
Rap Radar Podcast. It's Elliott Wilson.
I'm B.Dot.
B.Dot, what's up, baby?
Feeling great.
Feeling good, feeling great. How are you?
Feeling like I'm living off experience.
Are you going right in with the guest, man? It's not Drake? Yo, what happened to Drake?
Long story.
Yo, you heard you hung out with Drake and David Buster's, man. You can convince him to do the podcast,
Yeah,
man?
I saw him at David Buster's last week after SNL. Where he had like a little wrap-up party. It was really nice. Everybody was there, the whole crew.
Did he look good, clean shaven, up close?
It was. If you could get up close.
Right?
Everyone was hovering around him like a fish in a fishbowl. But I did say what's up to him. He was smoking, hookah and stuff like
hookah?
that.
He still loves that hookah?
Still loves the hookah. So. It was good fun night.
We came close to getting him on the podcast. We won't talk about that, but
Sensitive subject.
Carson has a lawsuit pending, so you break your word with CBS, we break your legs, buddy. But nah, it'll be cool though, man. You know this episode's powered by Rode, right?
Of course it is.
Rode microphones, man.
So
Can we talk about that hot spot we shot with them, little commercial, man?
Yeah,
Kinda
that
dope,
was last week, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. How they gonna see that, Carson? Can they spread that out, man? I want that on the internet. Is it gonna be an internet? A Rode campaign? Yeah.
I mean, I'll put it out there.
They patted us down, made sure we weren't too sweaty, man. They let us riff. Was like,
of course,
like half hour and stuff.
It was a real thing. Rode is the best, man. Guaranteed microphones, 10-year guarantees. Everyone uses them for 50 Cent, Mos Def, RZA, Snoop, and basically every guest that comes on the show. So
yes,
it's quality.
You need your mic to sound nice, man. Rode is the way to go, man. Make sure you support them. Tell them the Rap Radar Podcast is your favorite podcast, man. And go to Rode.com.
RODE.
Yeah.
.com. Yep.
Also, another announcement, B.Dot, we a Vegas thing, right?
We're going to Vegas, baby.
We're going to Vegas, baby.
Father's Day
Viva
weekend.
Las Vegas.
June 17th.
Is that a conflict, man? You got a young daughter out there? You gonna be all right?
I got my kid. It's all good.
All right, so make sure, man.
It's all good.
Big Papa B.Dot. But yeah, we'll be with the homie with the Palms Hotel, and we're gonna talk to the homie OT Genesis. He got a crazy story, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, I hated on him at first. I actually
I'm in love with OT.
I still hate that song, and I'll express that.
I'm in love with the Coco.
But the guy that works with him, Riggs, over at Atlantic
you
Records,
and Riggs used to have real fights about OT Genesis.
We made a bet, and I said he's out of here. He's like, no, he has another one. It was like, nah, he's out of here.
Cut it.
Then Cut It came. Was like,
I remember when you hit me and you said, "Yo, this Cut It thing, man. Oh man, Riggs might be right. This might be it." You need to cut it. Cut It is better than Coco.
Oh yeah, way better, way better.
Cut It's hot record.
So if you go to ditchfridays.com and put the promo code podcast, you can come for free and hang out with us.
Vegas, man.
In Vegas.
We're gonna rock in shorts and shit. We're gonna wear in shorts.
Cut off khakis, French braids, and house shoes.
I know you're jealous, baby. You gonna come out, man? Take the private jet?
I don't think they're sending me out there. I'm kind of disappointed.
Who's engineering? Who's gonna produce?
I don't know.
We do this off the iPhone. Straight off the iPhone.
Sunscreen? Come on, invite Corson, man. Bring him along, man. That's why you got your shades on, B.Dot?
Why not?
Nah, we're excited about that, man. Little road trip for the Rap Radar Podcast, man.
Absolutely.
That's what people said we don't be doing enough episodes, man.
I mean, the last one was last week.
AK.
Alicia Keys, that was a great episode.
I
felt like it could have been longer because we only had limited time with her, but you get what
she
you
gave
get.
us, 30 minutes, she said, and then she ended up giving us about 40, I think. So.
Yeah, it was fun, though.
It's fucking Alicia Keys, man. It's 15-time Grammy Award winner, man.
30 million plus.
I don't think she's ever been on a podcast, man. Shit.
She didn't even know what a podcast was.
She's like, you want to play my song? Like, nah, baby, we ain't gonna
But we got some good things out of her. I'm really excited about that.
Yes, and we're going to have some good things today, man. We got a legendary group coming through, man.
L.O.X.
The L.O.X is here, man. The hardest out there, man.
It's Bad Boy Week here in the city, man.
Yo, you feel the intensity in the streets, right?
Yo,
everyone, puffy guys did it again. Fucking puffy guys.
It's feeling like 98 again, man. Everyone's been hitting me about tickets. Are you going? I'm like, look, man, I don't know. I'm just interviewing the L.O.X.
For people that don't know, it's Wednesday night in the city, and I think Friday's the first show. Bad Boy Reunion Tour.
Yep.
Barclays Center. Special guests are going to be Jay-Z, Mary J. Blige, and then the next night he's bringing out DMX and Swizz Beatz with Mary J. Blige. And the city's on fire, man.
Yeah.
Bad Boy, man. One of the best legacies in music. And we was like, okay, let's look at this roster, man. Who's the heart of this whole thing? It always goes back to the L.O.X, man. The Bad Boy's a bad boy, really,
right?
To me. Like, they thought they was going to leave, but they ended up still getting pulled back in, man, with the Bad Boy legacy and dynasty, man. So it's a good chance to talk to them about, you know, the craziness of still being in business with Puffy after all these years.
18
man.
plus years, man.
Woo.
94 if you want to be technical, but 1998 was Money, Power, Respect.
And I want to know what they're moving, man. They still ain't giving us no album since like 16 years ago. We Are the Streets.
Yep.
They keep promising the album. It's been 16 years, of course. In 16 years.
They're littering the internet with a lot of freestyles.
And then you saw they had
mixtapes.
that secret meeting with Roc Nation, man. What's
Yeah,
going on
we'll
with
talk
man?
about that.
Talk about that, man.
Actually, this was kind of like in preparation for this. It was kind of hard because so much music.
Yeah, I was telling B.Dot, I fell asleep listening to some Styles P featuring Ray J song. Like, these guys, Styles, the L.O.X have made records with everybody. They've had every major producer, low level producer. Like there's 4 different careers. There's a L.O.X career. There's a Jadakiss career, Styles P career, Sheek Louch career. Sheek Louch got like 5-6 albums.
Yep.
Silverback Gorillas and all that mixtapes. The legacy is too much.
It's a great legacy. When I think about the L.O.X, it's just like being in high school all over again. Like those freestyles on Hot 97. I mean, that was the height of the beef with Roc-A-Fella, and I was
listening to the one in Philly when they booed Jada, and it was just like, he starts rapping, and he don't even know where he's gotta go, and you feel the tension in the crowd, and then he goes, tell Siegel I'm riding again.
You hear them
we getting it on. They just start boo. Like, oh my god,
yo.
Yo, it goes so left.
You want to talk about being a time to be alive in high school, 16 years old?
What, they throwing stuff at him?
I think in interviews you said they were booing him. They were throwing everything at him on the stage, man. So
yeah, it's funny because obviously at the time with Jay and Nas beef was the biggest thing ever, but I think now as time has passed, people love that Styles Jada Beanie beef, man.
That was actually the best. It was actually the best beef. It was like the undercard, but it was really better than the main event.
A better fight, because they just made great songs at each other, and there was just such an intensity. Plus, they're like both hardcore dudes. Like you could see them scrapping up. Like it's just like it was just ugly.
We're gonna talk about it.
Man, we didn't ask Beanie about it, so now we gotta get Jada's take on it.
Absolutely,
it's crazy, man. But it's all love, it's all peace, man. We're excited they're coming through. The entire L.O.X, all 3 of y'all, as Birdman would say, all 3 of y'all. That's Jadakiss, Styles P, Sheek Louch, man. It's gonna be a very special episode. I think the fans are gonna love this one, man.
I hope so. Wait, what did they say in the comments, man?
Let's see what's going on, man.
If you go to the Rap Radar podcast, subscribe,
I get
rate,
tired of looking
review.
at there, man, because that Nori guy's doing numbers. So.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes I don't like to even look here anymore.
Oh, really? You change, Elliott?
I'm joking.
We read your reviews, man, your comments.
Man. We listen to the people, man.
What are the people saying?
I'm pulling it up, man. Tell them how your life is right now. It's taking a minute. Wait, okay. Rap Radar podcast. Make sure, like my man B.Dot said, make sure you go. You got to subscribe. You got to rate. You got to review the Rap Radar podcast. You know my computer's all busted and shit. I got like this backup computer.
Yeah, I saw that. What's up with that?
I spilled like fucking water or some shit on my computer. And
Stevie, you idiot. You got to figure that out.
I messed up. Look at the Noriega Currency episode, #1. Hey, okay, this fucking guy. All right, buddy. We're #7 right now. Okay,
Fuck that.
That's the God number, B.Dot. We're gonna be hit #1 after this episode, man. We hit #7, man.
What fucking metal is #7? What is that? Aluminum?
The 7th. The most recent 7th. All right, let's see some comments. This is Central Howard Legend. Gives us 5 stars. I like that. Love the podcast. Always intrigued by the next interview. We love y'all down here in Akron, Ohio. Yeah, there we go.
LeBron country.
LeBron's home, man.
Okay.
We're good at Akron. Shout out to, who's my man? Steph Floss, too.
Yeah, Steph Floss, of course.
Great look for the sport. But y'all got to get Fab and Currency on there. B.Dot asked the great questions. Respect, could see that being another instant classic. Love and respect what y'all do. Salute. So they want some Fab and they want some Currency.
Okay.
Currency just did the Noriega joint.
Yep.
Fab. Well, also with Jada, we asked him about the project he got coming up with Fab. Though.
Absolutely.
Freddie and Jason mixtape. So the next comment is our man Thorn14 says, I've never been a fan of interviews. Genuinely, they bore me and aren't engaging. I listened to the Flatbush Zombies episode and was hooked. Easily my favorite. Look at that. All right, shout out to the Flatbush Zombies.
That was one of my favorites, too.
It is. What these guys are doing has got to be the best. They get personal, pull back the curtains, and manage to get into a lot of interesting discussions. Yet at the same time, elevate all the artists and interviews into the spotlight. And brush, your laugh ain't bad. Maybe bruh, your laugh ain't bad.
Oh, you're probably broad.
And bruh, your laugh ain't bad. I'm down with it. There you go. Stop laugh shaming. He's down with my laugh.
Now the laugh is terrible, but I will say it's gotten better.
Thank you, B.Dot.
You've been toning it down.
You've
been mindful.
I'm trying to be mindful, man. You got me with that mindful one. I'm still haven't recovered. I remember on the tape we got the Ready Kids one on video, and I laugh, and you look at me like this, you go like this. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, all right. I'm sorry.
Put you on punishment.
Like shock therapy and shit. You know, put his hand up like his 3rd grade teacher. Watch it. Young Mr. Miller, put your hand down. Rich Ward 22 says, between the brilliant idiots and Rap Radar, I'm good. Rap Radar's interview with Logic, my favorite. See, they be picking up all kind of
going back the back catalog.
The Breakfast Club and 2088 are my favorites. These guys talk like I'm there and ask questions that I always wanted to ask. Yo, Elliott, the trademark laugh is flame emoji. Don't listen to them critics, fam. That's what he says, man.
How many flames did he give you?
Just one.
Just one?
One solid one. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Just me and nobody else gave us 5 stars. It only took 2 episodes for me to jump on board with what you're doing. I listen to this podcast for the same reason I buy deluxe edition Blu-rays. The behind the scenes info.
Of course.
I love that it's focused on the music and things that connect us. Elliott is top 10 worst laughs I ever heard. LOL. Top 10 worst laughs.
Easily.
Jadakiss has a great laugh. We'll talk about his laugh. But my man, Only One Mikey says, Nori is killing you. That's about it.
That's pretty accurate.
Oh, this one, B.Dot is a clown.
That's true too.
Supreme 9191985. Why you're a pioneer in hip hop journalism? You've been around too long to have picked this clown B.Dot as your counterpart. Yo, you been my saving grace, my G. What happened,
That's what
man?
Electronica said.
Are you my saving grace or are you my counterpart clown?
I guess I'm both.
There you go. B.Dot only researches the guest because he has to.
Well, is it at the fucking job? This guy's an ass clown. The fuck?
And that's apparent by the questions he asks. He's a D-rider, 100%. I like the podcast and I think it's dope, but could be way better if you found somebody else to co-host with. Let me guess, you, whoever this person is. Someone who real contributes to the culture and their own connections and is respected. All right.
Listen to my mixtape.
Don't try to divide and conquer. Don't try to divide and conquer the Rap Radar boys.
Let's give him one more.
I'll say it again. All right, so who's the next one? Let's see what's going on. Man, Drink Chaps makes your podcast sound like a Vlad Couch interview.
Oh, shit.
Make some motherfucking noise. Horn sounds and clapping. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Nah, y'all straight though. Respect. So, you know.
Cool.
Again, man, great podcast. Either way you win with the Play CBS family, baby. You got Drink Champs, you got Rap Radar podcast.
There's no losers. Different perspectives.
Different perspectives, and we're going to get the perspectives of L.O.X.
Speaking
baby.
of which,
before we get to that,
please go to fill out the survey at playitsurvey.com.
Yeah, man, we need your voices to be heard, man. Go to playitsurvey.com. Let them know how you feel about that Rap Radar podcast, man.
It's a little long, I'll be honest.
Nah, man,
please.
It's not long, man. Come on, man. Tell them to do it, man.
Just go ahead and do it.
Please go there and do it. If you love the Rap Radar podcast, if you appreciate the 50 episodes of quality interviews we brought you, we need your support, man. We get the advertising that we need to keep delivering the product that you want. And it starts with you going to playersurvey.com. Let them know how you feel about the Rap Radar podcast, all right? Look out for the fam, man. Look out for Jadakiss, Styles P, Sheek Louch, living off experience. The L.O.X is in the building. We're going to chop it up, man. Bad Boy Reunion Tour is going down this weekend, man. Rap Radar podcast. We'll be right back. Yeah.
Introducing Play.It, a podcast network like no other. From award-winning news programming and #1 sports brands to entertainment and business leaders, Play.It is delivering storytelling at its best.
We're going to be having conversations with newsmakers and culture shapers.
I will be talking mostly about fashion and how I've been marketing all my life.
Tech, culture, and entrepreneurship.
Everything in the world of sports entertainment and wrestling and beyond.
Hear what you've been missing at Play.It.
Hey, it's Elliott Wilson from Rap Radar. And me and my partner, B.Dot Miller, man. With the only opinion that matters, man, here at Rap Radar.
Yo. Legendary.
All the sound.
Legendary.
What up?
What's good? How you doing?
Sheek.
I'm telling you, what's going on, man?
Kiss.
Peace.
What up, Nick?
What's up, killer?
We've been here since like 2:50.
Yo, somebody got shot or something this morning.
Yeah, I seen it on the news. That was around here?
Oh, that's around here? Yeah. First thing in the morning. That's what happened.
They got mad blocks.
Somebody got shot.
Somebody tried to hawk somebody up.
8:30 in the morning. You gentlemen know nothing about that, right?
Nah, I seen they got a lot of shit blocked off. I know that.
Oh man, B.Dot, we got him, man. The L.O.X, man. The Trinity,
L.O.X.
all of them are here, man. Even Sheek's here, man.
Facts.
Sheek's, what's up, Sheek? What up, baby?
I'm great, man.
The Silverback Gorillas in this motherfucker.
Hell yeah. Right, what's up with you, man?
You sound like the skit. Jake Jerkin nigga.
What was the airlines for Jada?
Sunjet, baby. All the seats.
Nah, thank you guys, man. I just started with the Bad Boy Reunion, man. I got to get with the Bad Boys of Bad Boy, man. It's incredible, man.
Yeah,
we
appreciate it. We appreciate it.
To still be on the journey, man. What's it like, man? Puff driving y'all crazy with rehearsals and shit like that, or?
It's a couple of rehearsals.
It's a lot of rehearsal.
You know, Diddy over the top, man. He want everything to, you know, to be on point.
Yeah, what's it like working with him now compared to back then, like in terms of like the work?
From what I see, he in a good space.
It's much easier.
Yeah.
I think French and the new artists that he works with now, they don't see what we saw. I mean, they got it good now. We had it good, but it was just rougher. It was realer.
Because he was still kind of young, like you guys trying to figure it out, I guess.
Learn himself as well.
Yeah.
Plus, we're not signed to him anymore, so now we're coming in as artists helping that tour out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's different. It's a lot. You know.
And technology
kind of laid the red carpet out for us.
Facts.
So that's a good thing.
Because he knows how essential you guys are. Like, what do you think it is, like the aesthetic that you like to this dynasty, this legacy? Like, what's the aesthetic that L.O.X still brings to that? Like, why is that so important? Like, he couldn't do it without you guys.
Yeah, it's you got Mace, you got a lot of glamour and glitz, for what that's worth, and then you need some edge. You know what I mean? They got Black Rob, which is a little bit edgy, but you need the L.O.X. to.
I was a street
finish. Yeah.
You need to mix the pot up, man. You need different spices in the pot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We bring the raw effect to it, and I think we the medium between everything, between high class and shiny and gritty and street. We could, we the guys that could tie it all in.
And at this point, he's more treating you as equals because he respects your longevity and like now you're under him. You're
we all got a lot going on. I mean, not like him, but we all. Our own bosses, right? I mean, and plus the Benjamins and stuff like that, you gotta have us there to do certain records. Right. We were part of that, that era.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What are your reflections when you guys did the Benjamins? Did you kind of know it was gonna be one of those ones? Because Kim and Big weren't even on it at first, right? It was just
we didn't want to do the Benjamins. We didn't want to. He had a hard time getting us to lay Sheek and my vocals on it. It was for a long time. It was just him.
And you wrote his part, right? I think.
Yeah, his part. It was one of my rhymes already. Like he came in the MIDI room.
What you want to do?
And heard me saying that. Then like, yo, I need that.
But you didn't like the beat, or what was it?
No,
about
we didn't.
I didn't think that. First.
I didn't like. Wow. I didn't think it was. It required rushing. Yeah, I'll do it whenever I do it. Like I didn't. Know what I mean?
And it's weird to kind of like his verse overlaps with yours. Like what was that?
Yeah, that's something that he always. That's one of the things.
Like for the
if
rap
you listen
nerds
to a lot
shit,
of Bad Boy songs, there's a lot of overlap, and it's something with him. He likes to overlap shit.
I told this story before, kids. You don't remember? I told Missy Elliott was there when we walked in the MIDI room. Missy was like, "Yo, let me hear you spit on this." I went, you went, we all went. She said, "Yo, use that verse, strictly trying to kind of use that, and then I need y'all to write Puff something." I swear to God, y'all remember Missy was in. We didn't know she was dancing and shit. She was doing some wild.
Yeah,
like,
she was weird.
She was like around the he around that era.
Sound effects
and she kind of like
that shit was crazy.
But why weren't you on the record, Styles?
I ain't make it.
Oh,
Puff took my part.
Oh wow! You could have no room for you.
Spontaneous shit.
He took my part. I mean, at the time, I wasn't looking at it like that neither. Like you know what I mean. Later on, I was like, damn, I should have been on that record.
Right.
But it's all good. I mean, with I think that's what we really bring to the table. With L.O.X is one for all for one. So I still felt like part of the record.
But now that things are like obviously on good terms, do you kind of like regret the whole campaign of wanting to get off because it kind of like maybe
not at all
throws a monkey wrench?
Not at all. Hell no. It made us tighter. Not to cut you off,
right,
Elliott, but
no, go ahead.
It made us tighter. I think it actually did. I think they could agree to that, and it made him respect us more. Like you know what I mean? Not to toot our own horn, but anybody that ever went against Diddy, he kind of wiped them out of, they still
bad boy curse,
you still can do your thing, but it's far out, you over there.
They're not we was able
to we was able to
we was the first rebels
for whatever it was, it worked for us, you know what I mean?
Not only that shit helped the industry. Because a lot of people, it was a turning point in the industry, and a lot of people think we had the standard contract, same as pretty much everybody else in the industry.
We probably had worse than the standard.
I mean, it was probably a lot of people's standard contracts though.
Yeah, it wasn't abnormal
or nothing crazy. But we kind of had like a street mentality. 10 times 10 is 100. 100 times 10.
I cut off you for a minute. P, I always wanted to say this. We should have fucking went at Londell McMillan.
Him too.
The lawyer.
Oh
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, he was
owed
repping you
some
guys
of
at
that.
the time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, once you grow up,
management,
could have
we should have went to everybody.
Yeah,
because it's everybody's
fault. It wasn't solely his fault. He didn't do nothing but pass or something. Like, it's on you if you.
Anybody coming off the street is gonna do that though. Like you don't know a game and you got an opportunity to change your whole life.
This label was already kind of built.
And this is like, who the fuck is gonna say no to the Chicago Bulls of music?
You don't want to rap with Biggie? You don't want to make records with Biggie?
Yeah. Sheek, you said you wanted to beat up music execs on duffel bag.
Yeah, facts. Oh yeah. Just couldn't get around to it. Word up.
But it's funny if you listen to the first album, your solo record, you talk about like that. Defending like Puff's not going to jerk us in
So
a
if I'm
sense,
getting
right?
jerked, I'm
and
still
then you say on "Can I Live?" Puff set us up properly, so isn't it then ironic that you guys then felt like, wow,
see it yet.
this isn't right.
The overall, if you look at the overall gist of it, he did set us up properly. You know,
we in different tax brackets, of course.
Yeah, he did.
We learned a lot of
he
shit.
showed us a lot of shit. Yeah, he showed us.
Even with the shiny suits, I tell them all the time, yo, man. That put us somewhere else, though. You know, I won't recommend it.
Nah, but nobody,
But,
even with the shiny suits, nobody said fuck a shiny suit until we said fuck a shiny
that's
suit.
very true.
Nobody said, yo, we don't like shiny suits. Everybody was going with the look. Puff was doing it. Mace was doing it. He's winning the game. It's the look.
Yeah.
We had the audacity to say fuck that shit.
But Sheek, did you know something was going on? Because like Elliott said on Money, Power, Respect, you said if you're getting jerked, you're still seeing noise. Did you feel something was going on, or
did I feel anything was going on?
Because it's like, why would that be on the record on the debut? Like, with people in your ear at the time, or?
Nah, we was just unhappy. Like, maybe people was in our ear at the time.
I would say
unhappy.
because Sheek was very business.
Yeah.
Very business at that.
That's why we don't see you all the way. Oh,
you know what it is? You gotta understand.
Yeah,
you do numbers. You gotta go by numbers. Like you look at what's selling, how much a CD. Like when you come from a block and you come from regular school, you kind of sticking with the numbers you kind of know. So, you know, 10 times 10 is 100, dog. Like that's everywhere in the world. And if that shit don't, if I ain't getting a lot of, when you find out you ain't getting more than a couple dollars. Off of that shit changes your whole mentality. Fuck what that contract said and all that.
So were you feeling that while you were making the album at the time? While you were making the album?
Plus, I think we came in as on some homeboy shit when we got with Puff. It wasn't like so like
we just came in
this
thirsty.
Here's the paperwork. Yeah, we just
we came in as young.
Yo, DY, have them come in and write this for me. So it was like, all right, we'll be there. It wasn't now people sign this. We're gonna do this. This is what we getting off of it. You know what I mean? It's different.
The splits and what have you. They
Well,
don't really.
Are you proud of the first album though? Like he said, the Shiny Suit was only a part of it. Like in terms
all
of
our
the thing.
steps. I wouldn't change a thing with our whole growth up until now. For real.
Hell yeah.
'Cause that's what we learned.
It really made it. It made the movie that much better. It made the book that much better. It just made you. You know, the name of our group is Living Off Experience. So
100%.
all of that is just adds on to the what we represent.
Does it feel like 18 years? Because it's been that since it dropped. This year it made 18.
It don't feel like it until I gotta pay college tuition and start doing stuff like that.
Or when you get, I'm 56 right now, so like, yo, when you get in the club and shit, you see these little niggas dancing and running around, you're like, yo, I'm 40 years older than these niggas is. Like,
But it's like a testament to, I guess, the name, because it's like the experience is still the test of time. Like, are there records that y'all like stand out for you guys? Like, I know which ones I really love from that first album. From that first album.
Probably.
Oh, Let's Start Love Over for me.
Money, Power, Respect for me.
Money,
Yeah, that was a great
Power. Bitches of Eastwick.
Bitches of Eastwick, I love that record.
Yeah, the solos.
We're trying to recreate that right now too.
Yeah.
You know.
I think you said somewhere, Jada, that All for the that was like Swizz's first beat, right?
All for the Love is a big thing with
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's Swiss. That's the first Swiss beat
it?
ever on. Yeah,
Wow.
that's the first one. It was actually another one that me having a little bit of experience with Diddy, I had Swiss ready with two of them. And the other one was Let's Give Them Something to Talk About. I eventually gave that to K Slay and just made it a mixtape joint. But me knowing Swiss, because we was running back, we was at Daddy's house, and then when we was in Powerhouse in Yonkers with the Riders. So when the pretty much of the first album was getting finished and we was all doing solos, I was gonna get the beat from Swiss, but I told him have two ready, because the way Diddy is now, you gotta learn how to work them. So he came in, he played the first one. Niggas is knocking it, niggas is rocking to it, whatever. And Diddy's like, y'all think that's hot? I don't like it. I mean, Swiss though. I'm looking at Swiss. This is young Swiss. This is a few 100 million less Swami. Right. He's still a boy Swiss. It shot him down like his whole.
Wow.
Boom, me, don't worry about it. Go to the car, get the other one. Him slide out, come back, pop in the All for the Love beat. Now the people's going crazy. B.Dot, Angeletti, other producers. Then now Diddy like, yeah, that's the one. That's Swiss with the Kool-Aid. Me, I told you, you gotta work him. So that's how that works.
It's funny because he's also very hands-on on the album. Like, he's on a lot of hooks and stuff like that. Like it's almost like he was very passionate. What was it like working on that project with his constant input in the situation?
Swiss or Diddy? Diddy. He 50, loved us. 50. Diddy knew that he had the rawest, youngest, new, hottest spitters in the world, so he loved us. Plus, he knew he was new.
The energy was great. It was 50-50.
Diddy like to be around it.
You'll have a verse that you know is fucking it. And he'd be like, nah, it ain't it. And you like...
That shit used to kill me.
That ain't it. You be like, that ain't it. Like, we looking at each other like, nah, that's fucking it.
Like, he making our music and he trying to tell us, yo, but they ain't gonna bump to that in Texas.
And that was the
part
of...
I don't know what the fuck they done
that was
Texas,
also the part of the problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, after a while, like, you know what I mean? I think...
we
was too egotistical, and I think he was too egotistical. But, like, when you know what you got to think, we coming from Yonkers. It took, I mean, we was definitely excited. We made it to the Chicago Bulls of rap, but we made it to from a place nobody even fucking shouts out.
Right.
I mean, Mary's from there, they get recognition, but no DJs. They all Manhattan, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens.
Yeah, the outsiders.
Right. Yeah. No Yonkers. And then Mount Vernon.
So we came in with a chip on our shoulder.
So we always felt like, fuck it, like.
But like you said,
and
that
your bars is your lifeline.
But I was want to know, like, between, because the guys' first appearance was on the Main Source album. So between that to like,
wow, he on his homework.
Of course,
a lot.
So music evolved though from that, from when we was doing the demo and before, like when we was working with Main Source and Chubb Rock and Dave Hall.
Wow, I didn't know about Chubb Rock.
Sound, Chubb, we was gonna sign with Chubb Rock.
Wow.
Come on, man.
That. That's amazing.
Mary put Suge Knight on the phone with us trying to.
One time, one time we was in Sheek's crib at the school because we go to school and we go get snacks after school, then we go to his crib and watch Video Music Box. So the phone ringing is like, it's Suge Knight.
Word.
He hang up. We like, somebody prank calling. Then he called back like, nah, this is Suge Knight. Y'all could get on the red eye tonight with however many people y'all want. Yep. And we want to talk about giving y'all a deal. Yeah. So we hung up. We like, holy shit, Suge Knight is how did he get your number for what?
Yo, how you think that would have went? Like, say we would have went to Denver.
That would have went all wrong.
So this is
like our career later. How could
it's like we was about to sign with Bad Boy that Tuesday maybe, or that following week, or the word out that we was about to sign was heavy. And then out of nowhere.
But during that 3-year span from like when the Main Source project to your debut, like what was going through your minds? Were you discouraged about?
Nah, we was just working.
We spent our mixtapes
because we was getting a lot of we was hot in Yonkers and in Westchester, so that kept us working until we was able to reach outside and then a bigger, broader
mixtapes at the time was like albums though. When Clue and them was all dropping them joints. Them was like Bibles. You got the first song or first top 5 on
No, but this before that. Like he's saying from Main Source till we reached Diddy. Like we was just hot around the way. Like you know what I mean?
Main Source wasn't even with the original rappers, right? Wasn't it like Mikey D?
Large Professor was gone already.
Large Pro was left.
Large Pro was gone. It was just the 2 DJs and Mikey D.
Yeah.
I
forgot about
that. Mikey D was the replacement.
I'm like, yo, we did?
Mikey D. Mikey became his replacement. That's crazy.
Nah, but these two been super professional from a youth. Like a lot of shit, like we sold music in high school, dog. We sold tapes in high school, literally.
Yeah, we had the Crush Groove thing going.
No bullshit. So
he worked at Odd Jobs. He stole the cassettes, and we made the music, pressed them up, sold them around Yonkers.
So it wasn't just a hobby. You guys always felt like you wanted to be artists.
We went hard,
we was
dog.
working at it since little guys, like, you know what I mean? Doing it. Local DJs. Then we found a DJ named Casper. He was a white dude. He had a little bit more skills than the other dudes that just had the 2 techniques and the mixer and stuff. Like he had he had some other shit in his crib that was, you know, he had some Green Lantern. He was like the first Green Lantern, I would say. Yeah, he was able to put shit together and all that. The tape came out hot.
When did you first realize that your pen games was stronger than the average motherfucker? Like, who do you think first you realized was like, who got nice first?
For me,
out the crew.
No, we was all nice. We was all.
No.
Nah, it was you. Because we was. We every night in high school.
I was like the red man.
Every night in high school, we would call each other with something we wrote that night.
Kiss, you been rapping before us.
You was rapping with me.
Nah, my nigga. Yo, remember on
I was rapping with Steve Toon in them, but that wasn't really. I was just clowning. That was just like freestyling off the head as a little kid. It had no substance or none of that.
Then we eventually I just
started.
Yeah, but you know that's what's up.
Wow.
One turntable.
I'm from the south side.
I started
from
with one turntable.
Oh, okay.
One turntable.
You remember Eddie Early quotable, like the bar that you got? You was like, wow, that's like nasty. Like,
I didn't know about professionalism and shit.
I was just Jay Ski.
When I met them, I didn't even know
and
about
Sean Ski and Dave Styles.
I say, yo, how about this? Say, yo, when you mess with Jay Ski, you better give me some respect with your elephant ears and your chicken neck. Yo, a nigga said that to me. I chased him around the whole river.
Started off snapping.
I chased him around the whole river.
I got that from the Jeffersons, though. That came from the Jeffersons.
Just chasing this nigga. Word.
But Styles, you say you were just like into professionalism?
P was real raw.
I didn't know this was I always salute them for that. Like they've been professional since 15, 14, probably before
Prodigies
that.
Almost.
But that's when I really started fucking with them around for 15 and all of that. I didn't really know about studios. I was just rapping outside, banging on the things. They was studios, organized, time, get the money for the hours, do real shit. I didn't, to the point, this is when Real to Real was there. So I couldn't even fucking lay I couldn't lay a verse for shit, dog. For shit. I could rap outside, do this, they knew how to get your shit tight, get there. You got to play with the real. I think you just had to
figure out the beat was.
I was off beat on beat.
Coming through the ears,
different,
opposed to banging on the mailbox or on the lunch table.
But it was just the professionalism and because Yonkers was filled with rappers like this. This at the time.
I was gonna say, did you guys have mentors, or you just kind of just learned them?
Everybody was kind
of. X was our old head, and Bill Blast, Raw Rome. Dudes like that was the older dudes in the town that was really rocking, and we used to watch them. X had a historical battle with another dude named Bill Blast in Yonkers. That was a historic thing. I almost got my ass whipped for coming in so late. Everybody had to spend the night at my crib.
12.
Yeah, School 12. It was a historical battle. X crushed them.
Crazy.
Yeah.
X was super
before y'all know of him.
Before you know him, he was a legend in the town already.
Oh, wow. X used to have his music recorded over old Luther Vandross tapes or OJ joints and just write X in a black pilot, and he could sell it for whatever.
Some of the records y'all heard when he finally got famous was way
routines he had for the neighborhood.
X went platinum 5 times off a lot of old material.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
from all the X's
a lot of that's old material.
Yeah,
but not Get At Me Dog with you on it, right, Sheek?
That was new.
That was
a new one. Yeah,
that was new.
Yeah, Irv called me.
X was a wild boy. He was a wild dude.
Yeah.
But Yonkers, you had the cipher. You had to really.
Every block you go to.
If you said you rap, you got to really rap, and you got to out rap the next nigga. So it became a thing as in a loop, as we kept going and kept going on. Only a couple people made it.
Is that the reason why? I think about it now. You guys so. Your background is so crazy. Is that the reason why now you had so much mixtapes and songs and freestyles all over the internet? Mixtapes, because it's doing research for you guys. Yo, I can't.
The catalog is
too much.
Too crazy.
We rap. We respect the craft.
We still having trouble with collecting all of the stuff for some publishing stuff too. It's so much outstanding.
These young boys don't understand the importance of a catalog. I remember Mr. C was talking about, yo, these guys catalog. A catalog is important. That's what makes you be able to tour. Makes you be able, people just want that one hit and then they just fade away and shit. You gotta.
These people don't respect the craft like they used to. Be honest, this shit is no different from every other craft. A ball player stays in the gym. A boxer stays in the gym. Mixed martial artist stays in the gym. Whatever you do, you gotta stay doing what you do. If you respect the craft, the minute you stop and say, all right, I'm good enough to a good enough point to not even practice, not even throw out freestyles here and there, just do a thing. It's a rap for you because you lost it. You lost that passion. You lost the fire. Don't respect the craft, and won't respect you. Straight as fuck.
So much music. I know, Kiss, you working on the new project with Fab, right?
Yeah,
coming still,
I just came off the tour, so I spoke to Louch yesterday. We getting it right because we working on a L.O.X album. Right. So now I gotta find the time to do.
Say that
Freddie
again. Working on a L.O.X album.
Yeah.
I heard that before, Kiss.
No.
We got some shit.
That's why I didn't even really want to say it, because this is what it is every day in the studio now. Even my solos everything's on hold. It's all about this L.O.X album. But
why do you think it is? Why do you think it is the time right now to do it? Finally.
Just because a lot of fans say the same thing B.Dot just said. We heard that before, guys. And we just got actually tired and just said it's now or never. So we got to do it, and we actually doing it right now. If you come in the studio,
and it makes sense because we just all finally just dropped the solo. And
we just let something out
to
free up the slate. So now we getting that done. So I'm gonna be doing the Freddie versus Jason and Infant working on a L.O.X album.
And it's still We Are the Streets too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Unless y'all want to change it.
Nah, I like that.
Feel that.
You don't feel it? You don't feel like it's a lot of pressure to because the first one is a classic. So do you feel like?
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be hard. But
what y'all need on there?
It's
what
a
y'all
good
need
challenge.
I was gonna say, what's your approach? Do you care about big name producers, or you want the raw young talent?
Check it out. Do y'all need to hear another Us and X and like that kind of? Or
I like it on paper, but I want it to be right.
It got to be organic.
Yeah,
it can't be.
The music feel got to be organic. You know.
I gotta pull up a track list real quick.
I think with us, we work on keeping it organic. That's what keeps us around so long. Like you know what I mean, and relevant. So we're gonna keep it organic.
I think what keeps us around so long is that we embrace the new shit. Like we fuck with Joey Badass, and we fuck with G-Eazy just called me the other day, and Currency and all of them type of dudes, and we could be.
You made a hit with OJ the Juice Man.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You gotta a lot of dudes in our space. They turn their back on them dudes, you know what I mean? Whether it's their cup of tea or not, you still gotta embrace them, because that's what's going on with music. Music evolves, and you gotta know how to deal with individuals accordingly.
I'm looking at the track list now, like, damn, this was really a classic album. You had Fuck You, of course. The skits was crazy. Recognize with Primo.
No doubt.
It's good joints, man.
Yeah. What inspired Fuck You?
Sean.
So when you made We Are the Streets, was it like on some angry like
We Are the
fuck
Streets
bad
was
boy?
definitely. It was, the whole thing was venting.
And the show.
You know what I mean?
That we knew what the fuck we was talking about.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was the show, like,
these bars were good. Like
these bars,
these ideas and these concepts that you're throwing out, they're gonna work. Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They make sense, because it's like you come in, like, you know, when you, like you said, we first came in, we come into the Bulls, that's Phil Jackson, and we respect all he knows, all he does, all the success, and we learn it. But we also know what makes us, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like Kobe. Kobe was on the bench at first with Phil.
Yeah.
He didn't know he had that.
Yeah, so
and he seen it. You know what I mean? Holy shit!
So
I had a jewel of the now on the bench.
Talking about. We know what you talking about, but we also know what the fuck we talking about too.
But then the piggyback off that, all these years later, to still have a relationship with Puff, and for him to bend a little bit and respect our ear and respect us as music men, you see how I only had a small part, but you see how he made money making Mitch come out. Years later, when he started listening, that turns into money making Mitch.
I was gonna ask what you guys roll with that, because Styles on a couple joints.
I wrote a couple. Styles wrote the meat of it, and King Los and some other dudes. But once he got in a different space with his own self and start listening, and you could start hearing it in the music. You know what I mean?
And he definitely, everybody asks, why you wasn't on that, Louch?
Yeah, he called Louch a bunch of times. Louch was on tour with Ghost, getting the bag. Getting the bags, baby.
But what do you think it is about Puff that he always seems to have these kind of fallouts with people, but he does rectify, he does reconcile?
Because he's a good dude. I think it's just so much going on in his life. $40 million tequila deals, some rock and this and that. Right. It's hard to really clear your mind sometimes. You know what I mean? Because we go through that, and we only dealing with lesser millions, but you know what I mean, it's the same type of
success
shit.
is a motherfucker, man.
Definitely.
Success, the more success you have around you, if you don't have like, fortunately, this is what also keeps us 20 years.
You got each other.
No yes men, and we got each other. So they'll say, yo, you fucking bugging. Like, yo, don't do it. That's stupid. Don't and you gotta respect it. Like, you know, might not feel it, but I gotta like certain time before I do something stupid, I'll hit them. Like anything really do in industry, most of the time I'll say I'll call them before I say, yo, I'm gonna call or I'm gonna do this move, and they be like, yo, don't do that. That'll be dumb. Or think about it. Yeah. Don't do it this way. Because once you take accountability and you have somebody that's telling you that was stupid, that you know you respect their word, you got nothing but you got to eat that, and you know it's stupid. Puff might not have that many people that he hangs with that's on his immediate
scared to tell
a
him.
level. Like he's a billionaire practically. He don't got two close billionaire friends that could say that's fucking stupid.
Right. So what was it like during that time when you guys were on No Way Out? Like, did that same kind of energy exist then? Like he was the biggest rapper at the time.
No Way Out was actually
Who was the biggest
fun,
rapper?
I think.
Puff.
Diddy. He
97.
was the biggest artist. Yeah. So that was. We had fun making No Way Out. I think.
We had fun. We definitely had fun.
We was all over the place, and that was our first.
Traveling.
Yeah,
first time traveling.
Yeah, we was traveling a lot.
Yeah.
Besides the publishing thing with us and Diddy and like
that was really our
other
only
than that,
thing.
that was a fly. He was man.
We
that
did
was
a
my first
lot
yacht parties with him, man. We never did a whole white party.
Best parties though.
We haven't partied since how we partied with him.
For real. I don't know
Like
if
we
we ever
seen
did it
life.
like that again.
Right.
We seen like everything that you hear on a dope song today. That all the
Private jet.
We
had
did
our
that
own
shit.
private
Remember
jet
that?
going to Caribbean in '90s.
Yeah, we
smoking.
Early '90s.
I was there for that.
Every act had their own jet.
We was smoking
Back
on
then,
private jets in the
yeah.
'90s.
All white
Wow.
parties.
We
I
was
coming with
popping
Timberlands
Vive.
on and
We
shit like
popped
that.
Vive Clique before.
Right? I was like, yo, I'm changing it.
That's how you pronounce it. Is it all Clique? Vive Clique? I fucking
Clique
forgot.
on this shit. How do you
Clique.
Whatever. We was popping Clico in 90.
On our
in
way to
90
Summer Jam, he
something.
said, "Trust me, this is gonna be a good liquor."
Yo, we was doing all. We had sweets. We did everything before.
He wanted the first
Before
fly
it
niggas.
was,
Yeah, what
and
was-
it made it fly because he respected our fly too. So this is why we got a chip on our shoulder always, because we ain't have that shit.
Yeah, our
but
fly was different.
Yeah, but it was street fly.
Yeah, shit.
We owned, like we was the flyest niggas in the tunnel if we was there.
Exactly.
If them kind of niggas wasn't there.
You would see us on that all white party though. We was in
Yeah.
the corner somewhere like, yo.
We was learning, dog.
Hoodies on.
What are your specific
90
memories of
degrees.
the actual No Way Out tour?
Say it again. What was it?
The specifics of the No Way Out tour.
Specific memories related to the No Way Out
The
tour.
No Way Out tour, I was winning a lot of money gambling, playing CeeLo. So that became a problem because it was a segment where I didn't care about the tour no more.
You come running down and we going on stage, you running late.
I was making wild money
CeeLo.
every day. Yeah, we CeeLo. I got about 40, 50
Playing
on
people
me.
backstage or going to
No,
casinos?
just the other artists.
Like a big gambling
Little
thing.
Kim's entourage, the Junior Mafia,
Body and
whoever was
everybody.
there, yeah. Even sometimes it's the whole congregation is playing. It make Diddy come with Paulie to the room with 50,000 in the briefcase and lose right quick. And you know what I mean? That's how intense it was. And then one day, they we used to be doing, because we was doing we always love Big Papa. And they'll be up there, and I had to wind sprint to the stage. I get up there winded, and he started getting mad. No gambling before the show, this, that. But my one vague memory I got, one time I was gambling, I heard the music start. I came out and bust my ass. The choir was right there. I did one of them Charlie Brown up in the air, landed on my back. They like, oh baby, you all right? This had to get up and run to. I said, yo, I ain't gambling no more before this.
Was you already nice to CeeLo, or you just hit like a hot
I was
streak?
nice, me and my man Inky. I had a partner named Inky with me, and we was just crushing shit. Rest in peace, Wolf. I remember we broke Wolf one day. He gave us like $5. No, he broke us. Then he gave some walk money. Ink ripped it up. Wolf chased him for $5. He ripped up about $500. We don't want this shit.
Wow.
It's crazy.
So is it kind of like surreal to see like the lineup for the Bad Boy reunion? It's almost similar to the No Way Out lineup because you had Jay on there. You had
you know what Puff was smart?
there,
I was
right?
gonna say that back then he put the R&B artists on his tours and all that. You know what I mean? In hip hop tours and shit like that. Because I've been on other ones where that shit was
It's
like reconciling. Like
you-
Rough Riders. That shit. The Cash
Riders,
Money.
No Way
Is there a
Out?
girl somewhere?
Yo,
in the
word.
crowd?
The Rough Rider. What's
No
called?
Way Out, Rough
In
Riders,
Cash
No
Money?
Way Out.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Cash
God.
Money
Backstage was like
Cash Money,
Rikers.
Rough Riders.
Rough Riders Cash Money tour.
That shit
Was that the most thugged out tour
ever?
Not one chick walking in the
All
back.
kind of
That
goons.
was that was gooned
Swole
out,
fight.
dog.
Crazy.
Gooned out, B.
Puff made it like, yo. And that packed the stadiums having Usher and all that kind of shit.
Right,
And you know, that was our first. You get to go to the city, so you going to the mall, sneaker stores. We going to the hoods, copping weed. Like we
Soul
was a
food
problem.
spots.
We used to run from security. Like they used to put security on us. We used to ditch security.
Yeah, that was
go to
fun.
the hood. They had an APB out. The L.O.X is in the hood. They ditch security.
Wow.
All kind, like because that's who we was. So we was used to like get up. We going
Excited.
to the mall.
We're in Detroit.
We
We going to the live spot.
We
Yeah.
going to wherever's popping, and that's what fuck security. Like that was our whole flow from then. That's where we got no security from.
Right.
From ditching security on Bad Boy actually.
Wow.
We don't need security.
Yeah.
One of the things I think that's so appealing about the L.O.X as a crew is you guys as collabos. Like, do you ever sometimes step back and think you can make like the best mixtape playlist just off of collabos, what you guys have done? Like, which ones stand out to you? And we could just talk about those.
Pun.
For sure.
All Nas
We got
joints.
Can I Live?
Yeah.
All about the Benjamins.
Hov was on a couple.
Reservoir.
Yeah, what's
Reservoir
Reservoir
Dogs?
Dogs? What was that like?
I want to thank you with Hove too.
Yeah, that's why I can't remember the other name. was on that.
Reservoir Dogs. We there's always a story with that because we that's when we was we was young. We was still doing shows off the Clue tapes. You know what I mean? We was everywhere crushing them. So I think we flew in LaGuardia or JFK, and we got the call that Hove wanted us to do a song with him. But we at the airport, and we like, yo, should we go all the way to YO, drop our bags off and all that, or should we just go to the studio? So I don't know, probably collective decision. We went straight to the studio. We went to Branson first.
Of course.
We went to
Gotta get the
Branson.
job.
Went to the liquor store in Branson.
Triangles.
Branson liquor store. Then we went to the studio. We got there. It was this dude. That's the introduction to Siegel. Hov just told Siegel to rhyme for us. He just started spitting 50, 100 bars. He stopped. Keep going. He making them rhyme until we like, nah, he nice. Then after that, they pulled up the beat from Eric Sherman, and that's how Reservoir Dogs came about.
Wow.
He's left a part out.
Uh-oh.
We got off the thing. They laid all their parts. It got to my part, and niggas wanted to hit the club.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I was super tight, dog.
Wait, what?
I was.
Yeah, you know,
we got up
he
to
didn't
my
get
part.
delayed
I ain't get
verse
delayed that
same
night.
day. He came back the next
So
day.
I was still in the thing.
Right.
Like, so we ain't lay my part. So we came back the next day, and they was in the thing, and I went in the thing. I remember I was in the thing, and I was looking at everybody's face, and I came out the thing. He was like, oh, he was getting at us. Like to the thing and the thing, because I mean that's what it was in those days anyway. You know,
Competitive.
it was very competitive.
Was
like, you know
24
what I'm
Hours to
saying?
Live a similar kind of situation? Because it's all
That was
Bad
more
Boy.
fun, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
24 Hours to Live was all family, so we came in. I remember them calling us for a May session. Then we came in, and that was the.
We laid that in
concept.
pieces too, right? I
Yeah,
don't
we
remember
laid
doing
that
it with
right
X.
there.
X was there when we did it?
Nah, X did his part
Yeah,
separate.
because a lot of people don't know Mace used to be with us a lot
Every
in
day.
Rough Rider Studios every day before he got on his Mace also. So
More murder
us three.
No, we helped them be murdered too.
Yeah, we helped them be
Facts.
murdered. Us three, Mace and X, in the Rough Rider Studio would be the vibe. Both rooms going. Swiss, PK, Dame Grease on the beats. Us five rapping. Then Dragon Eve came along. But that was pretty much the vibe every day. Every room banging. Everybody just going in pretty much.
So was
going
it competitive
hard.
nature within the Bad Boy camp with you guys, Black Rob, Mace, even Big to an extent? Like
For sure.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
Definitely.
Hell yeah. Because you had to rap.
Had to keep your bars up.
Had to keep your bars up, like, you know what I'm saying? It definitely was, but it was love too. It's like a basketball team. Like even with them three, I get on a song with these two, I don't want you saying Kiss or Sheek part was better than mine.
Right.
I'm cool with it if that happens, and I'm glad it's one for the team.
Yeah.
But I want
to body that shit.
Yeah, I want to try to body it. Like even with us, we'll say something. I'd be like, all right, Louch, you got that. All right, Kiss, you got. Like we do that within each other.
But does it ever,
that one's you.
But does it ever bother you if you guys on the record and Kiss isn't, or like vice versa? Like,
what you mean?
For instance, like one record I think about in particular, the Clips. I'm Not You is you and Kiss on it together, but you're not on it.
Yeah, I miss Madden.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I miss the J-Lo shit, all kind of shit.
Yeah, like
my mom wasn't there with all that. Like, I was cool with just the.
Louch don't like people. He loves people.
He
loves people. You know,
one of them niggas say, "Yo, you move like a drug dealer." Damn, nigga. At the time, I wasn't like. I was cool with like just doing the group shit.
You know, Louch is real.
You wasn't looking for the outside.
Nah, not really. They came in kind of focused on like that, and then breaking off and doing solo shit. Hit Hard actually told me to, watch when you rap at the station. They loving it. Do more. I swear to God, he, got me into that shit. Other than that, and then it just jumped off.
So is that how also maybe because you guys did more work? How did you guys come up with the back and forth style? Like you guys together more so, Kiss and Styles. Did that just naturally develop?
Nah, I think in the lab we just do different shit. Like
Dope Money was this.
That was the first.
Dope Money. Was it Dope Money or Made Men?
Nah.
Made Men.
Made Men was the first time we did.
Y'all went in and out?
Oh, Tommy's theme?
Yeah,
Tommy's theme.
Yeah.
Tommy's theme was the first thing. We was
hard.
getting high.
I like the first part.
Actually, we was getting high. We was getting high, and we didn't have that much room to do all of the Made Men, all of us, and make it make sense. It would have been too dragged out, especially because the beat wasn't. The beat was slow. It wasn't an up tempo riff. So we made it in and out. Like we
had a fight with them like the next week.
Yeah.
What
was that fight about?
That shit was crazy.
Niggas,
They was looking for X.
They was looking for X. Somebody who looked like X did something to one of their sisters.
Queen Pen or something.
In Boston.
I thought it was Queen
Pen. Or somebody. Somebody who looked like X did something.
Nigga said.
So they was super deep.
We fucking up. If we can't find X, we fucking this whole tour up. Automatically, this nigga was what? Goes in the hallway and then it jumps off.
It was a standoff.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. So I went in me and Ray was cool. So I went in the hallway, it was like, and this is an arena hallway. That shit was packed. We
all went in the hallway. Our dressing room went out there to the hallway. We got out there. Room. It was a million Made Men with Avirexes that said
dumb big and all
something
that.
on.
Yo, niggas had batons. You know the ones that you pat down to see if you got guns on you. They was hitting us with those and shit. You know them big metal
black
shits?
and yellow joints.
Black and yellow joints. Yo.
I'm combo. I'm actually chopping it up with Benzino. Me and Ray's chopping up. Ray's
trying
my
to
man.
diffuse it.
That's Ray's a good dude. We fuck with Ray. He's cool. Yeah. So we chopping it up. Ray's stick man right over his shoulder.
Always.
His ice grill and everything is like he don't care.
He still didn't move.
He didn't move. He didn't care what Ray was saying. He didn't move. He just like this. And I'm asking him, yo, ketchup.
Small ketchup came from
the other
room
side.
Service ketchup. Look.
Some flew
and
over.
the Sprite came from outside. Then it was like cartoon. Like
then they clicked Rockstar. They clicked Rockstar first. They clicked out. They clicked the smartest dude
they
on
clicked
tour.
Like a Siglier.
They clicked like a Siglier. They clicked out Nerd Genius. Then they boom.
I'm hearing mad shit and all
that. Then we like this.
I ain't going out there. I told niggas I ain't going out there. I'm drinking. Me and Busy drinking and shit. I opened the door. This nigga Styles bleeding. Said I love it. And looking at his face, said I love it. Blood coming down his face. I said, oh shit. That shit look like West Side Story.
He had the Hitler mustache with the blood with the two knives.
Joe, at the time they wasn't past that line, and then somehow we went past their line and shit. It was crazy. That shit look like
because they started overpowering us on the blows.
They had wild manpower. They had more of us. We had knives though.
We had hawks.
That's how we.
The hawks came out. Then it was like, and then it's like a separation
for a minute.
And then I fell. My sneaker was off. I was like half knocked out. I was hyped though. Like I was super hyped. And then we went crazy.
I got in the mix of that bitch.
Then Louch. Woo, we put some work in that day.
He kind of came in like a wrestler coming down the aisle to the middle of the fight.
He came in like, yeah, boom, boom, boom. One hit and quitters.
The niggas put us in the same bullpen.
Yeah, then we was in the bullpen.
In Boston.
And then I kept hearing my name. And then I was like usual suspects though. I said I was bleeding. I hit the floor. I ain't see nothing. Left it at that. But then I was crazy because they said, y'all should have killed Ray.
Yeah.
That's what the police
told us we should have killed Ray.
Nobody killed Ray Benzino?
Nobody killed Ray? Y'all should
have bring us him. They was on that.
That was fucking crazy.
He was so strong. He was strong. They had to pull the tour buses up to the precinct and get us out of there because he had the hotel surrounded.
Wow. How?
Yeah.
Now that fight, how did it not get to that with you and Roc-A-Fella during those?
We didn't see each other.
I want to say God.
For a long time, we didn't see each other. I was down. I ain't gonna lie. I was outside one day, right at the Hit Factory, waiting for Beans with something crazy. And we was on the phone with each other privately. I said,
the maddest day I got 2 mad times with that. One time, they laughing. I was shedding a tear. I wanted to go to Hot 97 with the Trey Pound one day. Flex was letting them go up there and just air us out. I'm like, yo, how could he do? Something got into me, like, just go down there with the 357 and do something stupid.
Let's get busy.
But they talked me out of it.
God, saved us from that. And do you know what it was with them niggas? Them niggas can rap. So they was saying some shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and we don't deal with other motherfuckers. It was like, whatever. Them niggas was getting busy. Word. They said the nigga, we had a promotional van out in Philly or somewhere. Beans grabbed the nigga out the drive out and smacked him up. The nigga was driving the L.O.X van.
Wow.
They was on it.
Like when I remember I had a show.
Drag the drive out, smack the drive.
Crazy. Me and Show me and Hit went to a show in Philly. We went 2 deep. And we at the thing, and they looking at us, and they looking for everybody. They looking like, where's the rest of these niggas at? Like, and we just like, yo, fuck it, man. We from, you know what it is, what's going on, whatever. And them niggas like, love. I was like, oh, we got Philly. Philly still love. Because the big thing was, because before Beans, Philly was like one of our biggest, you know, biggest supporters and fan space. So more so than the Roc-A-Fella, I was worried about Philly flipping on us, like, you know what I'm saying, because of it. But when Philly still loved us, that's why I said, all right, we good, like, we good money, like, you know what I'm saying.
This guy went in Philly. We were playing the audio before you guys came in, man.
Yo,
the
that
crowd
had to be one of the stupidest things I've ever.
Yo, gotta play. I gotta play a little.
We can't get sued because it's a freestyle.
Yeah, I'm a boss. 4 hoes give me an in the bath.
Watch how it turns.
It's like a medicine bag. I look at my son different. Gun spitting,
head in your back.
Stand over the body.
Fire again. Send Siegel a wire. I'm riding again.
Now watch the crowd.
Went crazy.
They had to process that for a second.
Cause I was killing. I was one of my best my solo shows. I was in the Sixers arena. I had the True Blues on. I was feeling like Diddy status.
Invincible.
And then I just screwed my whole shit up.
Why not? Nah.
So they started throwing shit at you? That don't sound like it. What do you mean?
No, I started talking about Siegel out of nowhere. They threw everything you could throw at me.
Oh, shit.
They threw everything you could throw at me, Luke. Fries, drinks, lighters.
You hear
Crazy. I was dodging.
I thought they was cheering right there.
They was booing that shit.
They didn't know he was going there. Then we said,
they was wild. Then they switch. Had a whole arena.
It's like wrestling. It's like when Hulk Hogan became a bad guy wrestling.
He wasn't even on the bill or none of that. I don't know. I was just
so you
bugging.
felt like debris hitting you and shit? Like,
no, my dodge game is mean. Yeah, I was dodging shit, but they was throwing everything. The shit was crazy.
But why?
I got him back a little on because We Gonna Make It came out.
A little?
But it was still... Shit was crazy.
But what before you did that? Why? Because I always try to get the genesis. You just felt
I was just rocking. Something just came out of nowhere. Go at sea.
Take the shot. You take the shot when you're there.
So you're proud,
as L.O.X, like as L.O.X, that's all I think. You take the shot. We take the shot. Then another one. Then another one.
Here's the thing.
Because you got to show you don't give a fuck, man. Like that's the key to this. Like that's where new rap goes wrong. Where I hate new.
They don't know how to be. Why do you think there's no good diss records anymore?
Because they're too friendly with each other. They dick riding. No disrespect, but they dick ride each other too much. Like he's a star, you a star. It's one galaxy. I got enough room to both be stars and somebody shit on another star.
But what's crazy?
Philosophy on them.
But what's crazy is, like I was saying before you guys came in, when I was in high school, obviously grew up on you niggas. Like when those mixtapes dropped, those diss records, that was like water cooler talk.
Yeah.
Like niggas still talk about it to this day. Like that's why I was saying. I never.
We didn't care if ours became songs either. They make theirs into songs. Like, you know what I mean?
We just wanted to fire it back. Soon as it's on, all you know is get in the studio and
fire that night. Yeah. Cass was taking bets in high school, like who's gonna get killed first. Like some of the things that you guys were saying was
fire
like,
back that night.
Yo,
that's crazy.
But at the same time, Styles, I remember
no social media.
That's true too.
That gave a little more privacy, and it swayed away from. You know, things.
The audience couldn't make fun of it and be involved as much as they were. They were
had
still
to know about it.
We were still outsiders. Like we had our own
It's so
conversation.
easy right now with all this social
Now you can send a meme to the artist and irritate them. You're part of the.
You can get under the skin more.
But Styles, you said, I remember on the freestyle you did over Wait a Minute, you was like, we still gonna bump your shit. Like you still had a respect.
We still
for
bump
niggas.
your shit.
Because it's a respect for the craft.
After you told a nigga to suck your dick.
Nah, because you don't want to offend. Like that's what often in rap battles. Like, people don't acknowledge the skill of the opponent. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we saying, hey, you're a worthy opponent. I like your shit. I'm not gonna. We was cool with them niggas, like, before that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And we were fans of
their music. And we was fans of their music. Like,
throughout the whole
why we was beefing, nothing was changing about. I was still riding around knocking Siegel and Hov.
Wow.
All the songs that I played from them before, all their new shit that was dope. Even the shits they was dissing us, because you got to do your homework and you want to listen and you a fan. They still who they are and they still got that skill set. That's like you saying if you play ball and you know he's nice too.
Right.
Like you gonna just you don't like, you know what I'm saying? Just like when
love
boxers hate each other.
You guys,
There's be some niggas you don't even touch gloves before the fight.
Right.
No touching the gloves, none of that. After the fight, touch gloves, hug. It was all good. We scrapped it out. We did what we did.
But even you
just
got,
respect.
But you
respect.
even got at one point. I think it was you or a Kiss. He was like, even your boss is soft. It was the Siegel. You know, I was talking about Roc-A-Fella, stuff like that. So you kind of like baited Hov a little bit too.
You rock when you lead us.
Cause Hov did the smart shit. Like
he sicked the wolves on us.
He baited us. Then sick the wolves. He did like the intelligent art of war. He was really art of warring on us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause he was doing both things. He was going corporate and doing the street thing at the same time and building his company. So it kind of looked like a trifecta. I'm a bait him, started, and because he was doing all the remix Kiss was doing at the time. And Kiss was on fire at that particular moment as a solo artist. So we was looking at it like, oh shit, we see what he doing. And then it just panned out to that way. And then they was smart. That was.
You also grabbed a pick and told them stop. Why they coming at me like that too? In the Hit Factory or Sony, yo, what, yo? Know what I mean?
But do you ever?
It was love.
But do you regret that line that you said? It's a man's world. Send it to your dead man's.
Nah, I mean, cause it wasn't. I didn't. Everybody say a witty spitter knows how to say something and let you decipher what it means, opposed to just blatantly saying. You know what I mean? It was no disrespect to Elliott or nothing that happened to her. It was just a line, you know what I mean?
Those lines, man, like the battle with you and Beans. We had Beans up here. I forgot to talk about it.
It's like people's favorite battle, I think, at this point. Like, something special about that battle. Like, obviously, Jay Nas beef and time was the biggest, but they love the battle.
Out of my, like the Siegel and the 50, Sieg actually hurt me more. Like, it hurt me personally because he was like my friend or like my little man. Not you know, not to say he was my little man, but Hov asked us to stamp him before Reservoir Dogs. You know what I mean? We was like the big homie in Philly.
Because I listened to the L.O.X. and I listened and watched.
We love that nigga.
You know what I mean?
And
I might bark at X or spit at the L.O.X. He was telling us, coming to us, looking us eye to eye, saying I really, you know what I mean? So I knew it was something that wasn't genuine, because I never said nothing about. At least Fifth you did this song with Jai, and you could use that. Siegel had nothing. They just was trying to pick with the, you know what I mean?
So where did that line come from? You say backstage tour hugging your moms, like
yeah, because they got me with pictures hugging his moms on the.
I don't, because I watched the movie. I was like, where's the scene?
No, it ain't in the movie. It's in somebody's photo album. You know what I'm saying.
Wow.
What tour was that? When
Hard Knock Life?
Yeah, Hard Knock Life.
It's the Hard Knock
Life.
Backstage,
Backstage.
Yeah.
Shout out to Beans and them though, man.
Yeah. So how did you officially resolve it? Like, what was their meeting, or you just spoke? Because you said I don't want to have no meeting.
I thought it just faded out because I don't remember.
He started. Then he had turmoil with. He had his turmoil with Hov, and he ended up saying,
we seen him in Puerto Rico one day. It was Puerto Rico. We was in Puerto Rico. I don't know.
Big Show Power Summit or something like that.
Always one of those. Yeah.
It was one of those because 50 was performing. 50 had the big.
Like 03.
50 had the big headline, whatever that
02,
was.
03,
and we didn't see Siegel, but we seen Free. You seen Free.
Yeah.
Actually, it was me and Louch on the steps. It was me, you, and Hit. It was me, you, and
I met him downstairs.
Yeah, it was me, you, and Hit on the thing, and then we came up with a plan A and a plan B and a plan C. Yeah, I remember the whole shit. First one was like, we was gonna fuck Freeway up right there.
Because we was in the same hotel.
Because we was in the same hotel and we seen him. We was like, we could jump this nigga right here. And he was dolo because he didn't see us yet. Wow. He didn't see us yet. Yeah. We seen him going in, but he didn't see us yet. So we was like, all right. And then we was like, you know what? Let's chop it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's go chop it up. We in Puerto Rico. That'd be fucking stupid. We gonna fuck up this, Interscope, yada, yada, yada. Jail, Puerto Rico. Let's
see if we can come to some.
Let's see if we come to some terms. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or something. And then, because before that, we seen each other a couple times. We had a few incidents nobody don't really know about because the internet wasn't out. Where it's like, fuck y'all niggas want to do it. What's up? Like, and all of that. But it was like, somebody gonna get shot. Somebody gonna get something stupid's gonna happen, so let's
be surprised when you finally meet the person, man, how cool they are. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of it we never even met. Never even sat here like this ever.
Yeah.
Wow. That was a crazy time, man. Just going up to Hot 97. I feel like you guys in G-Unit and Dipset to an extent too started off like keeping niggas listening to the radio for freestyle. Now it doesn't really have the same kind of appeal anymore.
No interest. Yeah.
I think there's two reasons. One because of the MC and one because of the DJ. So it's both. Because when you take out the appeal of the importance of freestyling and the importance of actually being able to lyrically rhyme dope, kind of fucks it all up. You know what I mean?
I see you tweeted something like recently. You said like every 3 weeks you feel like not rapping anymore or something like that.
For sure.
Why
but
is
then
that
you throw like 4 songs on SoundCloud, man.
Because I mean, I love the rhyme. Like if I ain't had these two, I probably would have quit. To be honest with you, because it's and I don't know. It's like the lyricist, the appreciation of lyricism isn't what it used to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I get it because music changed, things evolve.
The younger, the attention
times
span
change,
isn't there.
but the attention span is so short. And then more so than that, not even with us, because fortunately throughout it all, we get they fuck with us, the young people, the old people, everybody fucks with us. But it's fucked up. Like no knock to Young Thug, but when a person like me is looking at a diehard Lil Wayne fan for 7 years say, fuck Lil Wayne because of Young Thug, it makes me feel fucked up for where hip hop is. Like nowadays, like if you had a favorite, you stuck with who your favorite was. You didn't change that shit up in 4 weeks. You can't say Drake was your favorite, then Kanye's your favorite next week, then J. Cole's your favorite, then Kendrick's your favorite. Like, who the fuck is your favorite? Like, you could like them all, like, you know what I'm saying? But they can't all be your fucking favorite. So that should be, like, but I respect that, I'm a little older than these dudes. Like, I could be some of their fathers. My son's 18. He's graduating this year and such and such. So I don't try to judge it. Like Kid said, we don't have the right, like the rest of our peers and a lot of people in our age group judge it and knock it. I just say it's fucked up and keep the bars going. You kind of
challenged the audience with the rollout of your last album with that in terms of like
that was
putting things in perspective.
A fishing rod just to show them you could do, you can do that. I acknowledge the new listeners is partly due to our kids. Like, you know what I mean? I got a son that's about to be a junior in Clark and Atlanta, and his fashion and his air and his whole involvement in the culture is very influential in my career. You know what I mean? To a certain aspect.
Yeah. Does it bug him out being that his dad is Jadakiss? Like, he's probably like the same age you were when you first started out, right?
Yeah. He just spent more money than me. I can't cool. My dad was just Robert Phillips.
But what's it like growing? Like, you guys' life changes, obviously, with the juices and health and the personal changes you guys have made. Like, how did that develop? Like, to be plant-based or oriented in terms of your diet
living
and
off experience, man. Like we say, like this shit is more than
it's
like
all incorporated.
Everything. I think people, like a lot of people, look at the L.O.X or D Block and they you see a rap group or that's what you see, or I think we more than that. We like an organization, a family, a team. So this starts from always. Like if one's doing better, you want your brothers to do better. Like Louch is calling me 7 a.m. Nice day. Go work out. You hit that track yet? You hit them weights. It's looking bright. Kiss, yo, here's a new food spot. Eat this and such and such. Me, vice versa, because it's more than that. Like our families are family. Besides us three, like that's what a lot of people don't understand. But besides this, so I think our evolution comes with trying to get bigger, trying to be more successful, trying to be empires, but knowing where we from, staying grounded, and then being connected with each other and respecting each other's word. Right. So it kind of keeps everybody grounded and on a level of growing and inspiring to be better together.
You want to influence like the hood too.
Yeah, for sure. That's what we do.
Yeah, that's our main. That's our main thing.
That's our main thing. Cause not to be funny, I hate to sound preachy, but hip hop is the biggest influence to the youth. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's a braggadocious sport, so you're supposed to be braggadocious, say you better than everybody and brag about the shit you got. But how many niggas in the hood could even really afford a Civic? Like, go to the hood, right? So we talk about you can't get the Bentley, you can't get the Rolex, niggas can't get a Civic and the Swatch. So if we all in hip hop, credit card, or like you're saying, so certain shit we know as the L.O.X, we try to stay grounded, we're attached to the
balance,
people,
yeah.
and we keep the balance. So we know health got a lot to do with that. Like health, working out.
If you ain't healthy, you can't be around and rock a fake rollie or nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
You won't be here. So.
It ain't just the working out neither. Like, I mean, it just ain't the eating, because it's about eating, working out, and being in a good mind space and being around good people with good energy. Like, we was just in the car talking about certain shit we avoid because we don't want to be around fucking bad energy. We don't need that shit. Like, we trying to build together, so a little bit of bad energy could fuck the whole groove up for everybody. So we try to all be aware of that, be mindful of it, and trying to grow.
Yeah, I'm saying like the OG perspective of things.
Yeah, right? Trying to grow.
At the end of the day, being an artist or this hip hop industry it should be a stepping stone for you to branch off, make some money and create some other avenues for yourself, whether it's juicing. I want to do the voiceover thing. It's a bunch of things to do with after you solidify, your brand.
Elliott always talks about this a lot. It's like groups. There's not too many groups anymore. Like there's maybe a handful, if that. Yeah. What's the secret to the success, and why do you think that doesn't exist
Just
anymore?
Watching all of them fuck up. Watching dudes have Twitter rants, have financial arguments on social media, or just bash somebody they came in the game with, uncontrollably for no reason. Like we use all of that as tools to keep us loyal, and no divide and conquer, no financial people can get in your ear and do none of that type of, no underhanded snake shit, and keep everything 100, and it is what it is. We agree to disagree. We don't always collectively agree on the same thing right off the bat on none of that, and it's not going to be like that. That's
the 2 out of 3 rule.
Yeah, we keep it old school. Two out of 3 that's what it is.
That's what it is for sure. 2 out of 3 rules.
But why do you think other artists of this generation feel like they don't need to pair up with each other? Like everybody wants to be an individual artist. Like why do you think you don't see people
because they're not really.
It be motherfuckers that come in your circle to do that kind of shit.
It's definitely people get in your ear, but for one, a lot of them is not organic. A lot of them didn't know each other since little kids like us. A lot of them didn't play Pop Warner football together, and all of them, they met down the road of their journey. Yeah. We met before we was going school shopping together on Fordham looking for deals for Air Forces. So it's a different kind of. It's different. Like,
and you gotta respect the brotherhood. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of dudes like money's definitely the easiest thing that could divide you. And I think we came into the door like. We said fuck it early. I mean, we said let the L.O.X go on puff.
Right.
Bad boy is very young men, so that should show you an idea of it got to be a band of brothers, like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that fucks me up with a lot of rap groups, because it's sad to say. Not to be funny, I was just looking at that shit with Jim and Cam last night. Like, I love Dipset. Not even like as a fan of music. It kind of fucks you up when you can't see a group that you love.
It fucks me up to not see Hove with Biggs and Dame.
It fucks, all that shit like really fucks with us. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? I kind of like, I want to see G-Unit as G-Unit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to see Roc-A-Fella as well, even if it's not all the time.
Right.
It should be able like once, twice, Christmas, maybe New Year's, some shit they should be because that shit built a lot of this city.
Do you think that
the city's built off?
That's true. Do you think that the L.O.X, if you guys came out today as an act, could sustain the way you guys did?
Fucking hell yeah.
Definitely.
We fucking dope.
Wait
That's
till you hear
brand
what
new
we got
up.
going.
That's a brand new trio.
Yeah.
Wait till you hear what we got going. Hell yeah.
Because we would be the same people who we are now. You know what I mean? We win. We ain't
That's kind of why our run is still going.
Yeah, we didn't change. We
we
evolve.
adapt. Yeah, we
adapt.
evolve and adapt, but we don't change what the initial
what we here for
introduction was.
Right.
You either win together or you fail together, and I think a lot of artists don't keep that in mind. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Do you think it's weird that a lot of people might have looked at in the early days of rap, like you guys' reputation, like high-heads or thugs or kind of thing, like a Nori or you guys, whatever. Like you guys end up having the longevity where a lot of people thought like maybe you guys wouldn't be in it for the long haul, but like you guys have been in it for like decades.
You make the transition. We was hotheads. We were hotheads. Nori was a hothead that was able to
Fat
transition
Joe,
into good
guys
businessmen.
like that.
You know what I mean? That you get it, you understand it, and you grow and you learn this shit and make it work for you. And you understand that being a hothead is not gonna keep you around.
Word up.
So you cool your head off a little.
Fuck up.
Def Jam gonna get to that album.
You know what I mean?
Chill out.
Do you ever miss though? You miss just being reckless at times?
Nah, not me. I love going home to my kids. And
Once a
everybody
month.
else. You know? I don't miss that
Once
shit,
a
man.
month. I don't miss it. No. You know what it is?
Nah.
Because sometimes in this thing, like, people say things to you that you want to put hands on them for. Hands and feet on them for
Social media, they get
and
away
social
with it.
media,
That's
like,
about
you know
it.
what I mean? It's a lot of.
Where else
it's a
they doing
lot
that
of-
shit at?
No, not in a disrespectful way. It's just sometimes somebody say some shit that's just plain old stupid. Like sometimes, and you think about it and you go there, but it just kind of. I just remember the smell of the jail, and that brings me right back to reality. I remember fucking lifting my nuts and spreading my cheeks before I go to the visit room,
On the
and
child.
lifting my feet
Doing
and
it
opening my
again. On the
I try to
squat.
think of all that shit and lawsuit money and lawyer money, and then it just ain't fucking worth it. And then you calm yourself down with that, but. Sometimes you want to smack the shit out of somebody. It's human.
Right.
Everybody want to smack
all
the
the
shit out.
time, but I don't miss it. I ain't
I don't miss it. No, I don't miss it.
Man,
I
y'all
don't
niggas
miss
got
it.
it. Word
I like
up.
a free smack though here and there. I take a free smack every.
But Styles, you seem like the most out of the crew. Like you stay on social media, like monitor things a lot more than maybe Sheek or
Yes,
Kiss
he
do.
does.
Like why is
Yeah.
why is that your thing? Like why do you?
I have to because one I've been independent for a long time. You know what I'm saying? 2, I have a juice business too.
Yes, sir.
You know, 3, you gotta look at your level of rap. Like if I don't stay busy, then I could fade out slightly. I could get probably a 6-month break here and there, but then it's like my fans is like, what's up? So I just feel like I gotta stay on Twitter to adapt, because it's really, I've adapted to being, now I'm trying to get Snap, because I've done the homework, and Snap and Facebook is actually
Getting
more
bigger,
engaging with your fans
Right,
than
yeah.
Twitter, but I'm so used to talking more than taking the picture. And it's a way for you, because the fans engaging, those who fuck with you and go buy that music. I figured,
Yeah.
let me work who I got.
Right.
Let me work these
Absolutely.
motherfuckers till I
I'm
can.
nowhere near that kind of shit.
Yeah, she
I
gonna be
just started that.
I have fun with it,
I ain't get
though.
the hang of this shit. Yo, they don't even say nothing. They just bop into the camera. What the fuck?
Yeah, see,
What is that shit,
I'm there
man?
for that. See, I'm telling
said,
them
no,
don't
you
do
said
that.
Anti-selfie, anti-mirror picture, right?
Oh, yeah,
I'm telling them that. That's what I'm trying to hit. I'm trying to help. There's not a lot of them.
They play the music in this bop.
Yeah, that shit
I don't
crazy.
fucking see that
You gotta
shit,
get
man.
somebody your phone and let them snap you.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just snap other shit. I
So
fell
you
off
let
on
Cat
shit.
snap you when he's on the tour? People get their snaps
I
on?
do some snaps.
He more social media in depth than me. I'm just on Twitter more.
I'm just trying to get in where
I
I,
gotta
fit
work
in,
all
baby.
3 of them.
Make it do
You know what
it
it
do.
is? Twitter's fun for me. It's like
You
it's
say
maybe
anything.
some shit I wanted to rap that I ain't gonna rap. But I could just tweet.
Styles
You know
have
what
a
I'm saying?
full-blown argument with you on Twitter.
I don't even argue no more on Twitter, my
I'm
nigga.
like, oh my
That's a
God.
lie. But my past 3 years been cool, my nigga. My past
Early
23
days, you was getting it in.
Early
Yeah.
days, I had certain words for that. Cock gogglers, ball buffers.
But that's why I always love the L.O.X, because you guys vent on your records. Like Kiss, one of the records I still think about is like "Feel Me" and "Still Feel Me." Are we still gonna get more of those kind of?
Yeah, I mean, had to go
Drinks?
through some more stuff. and I definitely did. So I'm definitely going. I reached out to Al a few months ago to cook up another filming.
No, Alchemist.
Yeah.
That shit he just asked you is the shit that drives me the most crazy.
What's that?
When people go like. Sometimes, like when people want you to go in the back to a certain place,
make a weed record.
Like, yo, where's Holiday? I'm like, I don't want to go to jail, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? But not the song. I'm saying the feeling of that. Yeah. I'm not in that zone.
I love that zone.
I might catch that zone here and there, but I'm not walking around ready to stab people, ready to bust my gun.
What's that lyric you say?
I'm an ignorant and negative nigga.
Bust guns, sell drugs, pop shit.
I'm still that, but I'm working the other side. I met the other side. It's good over there. It's relief to not get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? It feels good to wake up and walk in the building and not have that energy on you and not have that vibe of wanting to fucking shoot or stab or beat somebody. Looking over your back, worrying about them doing the same to you. Being able to say, right now I tell the person, I ain't gonna let you put hands on me and get close to me. But I'm cool with telling anybody I'm cool. Like, I'm cool, dog. I don't want no problems. I'll give you 1 or 2. I don't want no problems.
Right. I'm on you like a spider.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Then if you get close, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But if you gotta hip hop, especially in hip hop, we've been in L.O.X like for a long time, and we say not to knock no other rappers, but this is a long run of guarding ourselves, dog. This is a long, that's not, there's no token or no salute or no award for that. But you know what it is, that landing on a plane, no ratchet, go to a club, hood, authentic, stick-up kids, dope dealers, strippers, jack boys, niggas who want to see if you who you said you was, and you have to carry yourself a certain way. We're blessed to be alive. Like, you know what I'm saying? People don't, we blessed to be alive and blessed to be here and blessed to be able to go into a town and them same people who we should be worried about say, yo,
they love us.
We love y'all. We got y'all. We holding y'all down. Whatever happened, D-Block's here. I don't even know this nigga.
Right.
I'm D-Block. D-Block's in the building. Ratty's in the car.
Is that the way,
thing?
Like, you guys, of course, had commercial success. I remember Kiss. You said you get respect depending on who says it and things like that. You want a plaque with the triangle on your wall. Like, are those kind of the things that really matter to you? Or is it more so
Money,
like
power, respect with platinum? Cause
of course,
not now. Not now.
I know what you're saying. Yeah,
it's a different. Music is in a different space. Like you put out music to tour, to make money off touring, to get sponsors, to extend that to branding. You can get a bunch of things attached to once you roll out a good layout, and that's where it is now. That's why they came with 360 deals, because they didn't figure out how to sell records again. So now they got to eat off any avenue you can eat off.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
Obviously that ain't what it's about. When you see Hov drop an album attached to Anheuser-Busch or Samsung, you really know that ain't what it is. You know what I mean? And you gotta find a new avenue. You gotta find a niche and find a way to work the system right now.
But you feel validated when it gets from the fans and the people that like those guys that you talked about. Then, right, Styles? Like, that's where the validation comes from. I guess.
Yeah. We get validation from
everybody,
making the people feel how they feel. You know what I mean? Of course, everybody wants to have money and perks and be on private jets and all of the good bullshit, the amenities, but at the end of the day, when you're an artist, it's about you putting your music out and reaching the people who love you and making them feel good.
So who's putting this L.O.X album out, man? You know what I'm saying? Who's business-wise?
We got a nice announcement coming.
I saw you guys at the Roc Nation a couple months ago, man. What was going on over there?
We talking business, man.
We're trying to make some things happen.
We're trying to do big business, and that's a lot of things. Like, people don't understand with the L.O.X. As the L.O.X. as a group, we went through some things. As solo artists, we figured it out. For us to come back as the L.O.X., it had to make sense for us as the L.O.X. before it just makes sense for everybody else too. You know what I'm saying?
You'll hear about it soon, yo. Big announcement.
How soon? How soon? A couple months?
Yeah. We working in the lab every day.
Or less.
We working in the lab every day.
So the goal is to make an announcement and then get this out by the end of the year. Get the album out by the end of the year.
Actually, we need a couple I need a couple producers I'm looking for.
Who you looking for, Styles?
Primo.
Dame Grease.
Primo. Just. I'm looking for Metro Boomin and Mustard too.
Interesting.
I need them to. I need them to.
But you guys always did that. You guys always West Coast vibes.
Yeah,
Midwest.
we looking for a little like Mike Will.
Who y'all need to hear? I'm trying to who y'all
They want to
need
hear Primo, Al, Dame Grease.
I like what I liked what made me become a L.O.X fan. So not necessarily.
See what we trying to do we trying to do what you
earlobes
said
of
earlier.
today.
We got
trying to please your earlobes and those.
That's what we're gonna do.
I spend money too, so it's like I like.
But that's what we try to do. Like, we're basically gonna take the originality of the L.O.X and what we do and how we work as solo artists and tamper with new shit, but keep it L.O.X. We're gonna bring that effect to the L.O.X album. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but more of
what
you looking for.
Kind of like last record you did, Jason with Swiss. We named that when we did our year-end review on the website. That was like our favorite beat of the year. Yeah. And that beat was like, whew, what is it? It was like, it was just head knocking.
Swiss in the zone though. I caught him in one of those zones. Yeah. With Swiss, we gotta catch him. Like, you catch him in the zone that but especially him, because he like our little brother, and he know. You know, sometimes he's in the south of France with it, but when he comes back and get in that zone,
got a little Diddy with himself, right?
We need him in the south of Bronx with it.
Yeah, when you catch him in the south of the Bronx, I was able to catch that Jason off him like that.
And the record you did with Puff too was towards the end of MMM.
That was enough. Old man.
Old man, yeah.
Old man, wow, yeah.
Yeah, that shit was hard. Like
they wasn't even gonna take that beat.
Really?
Yeah. I forced that on there.
That was a great record.
They was like, nah. I was like, hell no. Hell yeah. Nah, this going on, B. We doing this.
What was it like writing for Puff in that zone for that project?
I had fun because I was telling him what to do, like hell, because he wanted it. He wanted instructions and to be regular, so I was abusing it. But he's, I respect about Puff. He's a fucking hard worker, dog, because he takes it. Like, I'm like, nah, you don't say that verse like that, dog.
Oh, so you kept like pushing him in the later vocals down.
Nah, he wanted the later vocals. He is no pushing him. That's one thing about him. That's why I think that's why we work great with him. And we that's what part of our 20-year run is, understanding that from early. Work around the clock, be forceful with it, be best energy. If you gotta take off, lay down, do that, come back, same forceful energy, same work with it, get right to it.
Always gotta be on, kind of.
So it was like, I'd lay something for him. I lay it. The problem is I don't write, so that's where it was becoming irritating, but not for me. So I lay it, and so I can't direct him how to say it off of paper. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm telling him, say it how you would say it, but say this part like this. Or sometimes you got to do something. But what was dope is even shit I wasn't on. He say to me, "Am I saying it right?" I'd be like, "Nah." Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like certain shit I tell him, I don't think you should get me to write that. Maybe you wanna. I think maybe Meek sound better on that. Fab sound better on that. I think he would write that better, or he would write that better. So he's much more open. I think he's just in a space of comfortability and being much more open and kind of respecting. Because I felt like if you hire me to come do a job,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I do the job and I come to do my job. But he came to me like, I hired you to do the job. Right. I know what your job is. I respect it. I'm all ears. I'm taking directions. I'm listening. And then there's some days
he wanted to be the artist at that point.
He wanted to be the artist. Yeah. And the dope thing about it was he was really going in the booth, learning it and going in the booth. Like, cause certain shit I was like, you could learn it and read it off of there, going in it. But this particular one, learn it, then go in the booth and do it so you could be moving your hands free. And then he'll go and actually take the time out. I'm like, he got 3 other sessions too.
Wow.
Like, he's doing 3-4 sessions and actually still taking the time to go, all right, okay, in this room, that room. So it was pretty dope. Had a good
Sheek,
time.
do you still write, or is everything off ahead?
I gotta write that shit down because I be drinking and smoking and shit.
My writing is not, 100%. I don't write because I can't
do it.
Nah, but mine is not off of like, to be honest, mine is not like off of a dope thing. Like, I don't need to write. If I write on paper, I'll be here racing all day and I flow off beat, on beat. I wouldn't be able to read it. I wouldn't be able to. So I had a lot of stop jobs. So
he'll lay down and look like he's sleeping and shit, and then he'll just wake up with the verse, the whole 24, 16 bars.
So was it like that during the Bad Boy days too, since you didn't write? Or
everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Everywhere.
So was Puff having that same? Were you mentoring him during those days of how to say things? Was he being responsive to it, or?
Yeah,
kind of.
He was
same back then.
Same back then, but now even more so.
He'll listen more.
Now he was. Before he was listening and taking all advice, but he still was the boss. Now it's like, when I was doing Triple M, it was like, you're a boss, I'm a boss, and we're working together. So it was kind of a different vibe. But I think he always gives 110% to
Workhorse, man.
So he's a workhorse. Dog.
No sleep.
He's a fucking workhorse. You won't really find too many people like that in the industry. Even with music, because back then I used to be like, he's fucking coming in, sprinkling things on something and something, like working with Triple M and over the things. That nigga take a small piece. I seen him tell Mario Winans take a small piece of something very dull and bland and sound some way. Tell the guitars do this. I was seeing James Brown in him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was feeling like I was watching, like he watched James Brown. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like
dope.
he's the closest thing to James Brown that we could get. Or saying take the he don't do the music and thing, but he was piecing that shit together, and then it was coming out crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
One thing I also wanted to know too is like you guys started pioneering that my car's the same color. I remember it was on. It was either Money, Power, Respect.
We invented that.
Yeah, it was. Who started? Because you said got color same color as Fires. I think it was.
Mad history.
Mad shit. That was our thing. That was our thing before we even made it.
Before we ever had a
Sheek is
car.
ready to get all three here together for an interview, man. It's rare, man. We had to be ready.
Nah,
It's all
that's
three
dope.
of y'all.
Y'all bringing shit. Yeah, that's dope, man.
Because then afterwards, everyone had color, the same colors.
Everything, yeah.
I mean, that was dope boy. That was dope boy shit in the hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's from Block Talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was dealer talk.
But then you also had the I'm in the hood. Like that was a thing that everyone ran with. I was like, yo, man, these niggas ain't giving no credit.
That's good. Thank you for that, B.Dot. I gotta light the fuck up when I get out of here. There's a lot of shit we missed the credit
I was about
for.
to tweet that shit.
We missed the credit for a lot of shit, dog.
I'm in the hood is
Nah, you guys are Hall of Famers, man.
Yeah, but we
Just
still
rap
missed the
shit.
credit for a lot of shit.
Especially now since we made it up here, I feel good. This is like another notch on the belt for making it up there.
I thought Kiss was gonna be mad at me, man.
Nah, check it out. We got the
Never
text. You
that,
know what he
never.
said? He said about time. That's
Exactly.
when he got the text. He said
Yeah,
about
people
time.
put the thing, yo, Elliott next went. I said, about
Right,
time.
no, I can show you that shit.
we could do this all day,
Yeah,
man.
we were saying we got to get out of here, but we were saying like it's just crazy to feel like I just got back to New York. I was in DC. It's like the energy in the city's excited
back,
for these
yeah,
tours,
yeah,
right? You
yeah,
feel it, right?
yeah.
Like
It's a
fucking
certain
Bad
energy
Boy,
right now,
2016. Everybody at the Barclays, like everyone's excited. And then once I saw you guys are going to be on the real tour going forth, you know, as the tour kicks off in the fall, like it's just crazy to be reunited in that situation, man. So what do you think people should expect from the tour, like when they go out there? Besides knowing they get their classics.
He's trying to make it real theatrical. The stage is humongous. The stage is one of the biggest stages we have. You can actually lose weight on that damn stage. The stage is humongous. He got all the acts together, rocking the classics. It's just a real good energy and vibe.
Yeah,
I think
it's a
the show is well worth it. You know, some people complaining about the price of the ticket, but I think after you sit there and absorb that, you'll be it's definitely well worth it.
So all the acts are kind of weaved into the set. It's like
we got our own set and we rock with him. Like
Gotcha.
that's with everybody. Everybody got a medley of their own joints, and then you got the joints with him and a Biggie section.
It's gonna be beautiful.
It's gonna be an incredible show.
Puff got old school pyros and explosions going on and shit. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
he
kinda-
spent a lot of money.
The good
on
thing about
production.
Diddy, he gives
way
a fuck
more
about
than
giving you a show.
He
gives a fuck about giving you a show.
He spent some bread on this production.
I mean, all the way around. He'll come in, clap, get your energy up, this and that.
Are we getting Biggie holograms or nothing?
I don't know.
Are you guys gonna be performing like some of the classic B-side? I mean, you probably do this on your own shows, but like,
how do you decide
did you ever do
how do you
that?
decide the set list when you guys?
That's all him.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's his
I
show.
guess
That's
after,
him now.
especially you gotta let them. We letting them really rock for these two Barclay joints. I guess if we want to switch something before we take off and hit the road, we probably do some tweaking like that. But for right now, you gotta just let him do it.
Like you guys ever did like a Reservoir Dogs in full, or maybe like Can I Live in full?
Yeah. Can I live all that?
You've done Reservoir Dogs in full?
Hell yeah.
Of everyone?
Yeah.
Wow. I never seen that.
24 hours. We did 24
I
hours.
forgot
All
what
that.
we did Reservoir. I
We
remember
did
doing
Reservoir
full
one
a
time,
couple
a few times with everybody. Sauce,
Wow.
Siegel, all of it.
And Can I Live? Well, you said that 24 hours.
Yeah.
Niggas done started.
Niggas done started something?
Definitely.
Wow. Well, looking forward to that, man.
Yeah,
Hopefully
man.
we get it.
So you get that new album out before you guys go on the tour this fall,
And
right?
new music. We definitely put new music on that.
We working hard.
We gonna make the system work this time.
We
baby.
working hard, man. We working hard.
And is there anybody you guys haven't worked with that you want to work with? You've done Eminem, Nas,
Three
Jay,
Stacks.
Big,
3 Stacks would be dope.
Outkast, and
Outkast and the L.O.X would be a nice song.
I never
Two
thought
of the
about
greatest
that.
groups,
Yeah,
man.
that'd be a nice song.
I fuck with J. Cole right now.
I love J. Cole.
Word.
Yeah,
I'll
so
probably get some
what do you think is
production
special
from
about
J.
him?
Cole.
Huh?
What do you think is special about him? I've heard you big
He got the old.
He's
He
organic,
got the
man.
old it.
Yeah, he raps.
He could
man.
fit in our era and be alright.
He
That's what I
raps.
think. That's as simple as that. If he came out when we came out, he'd be alright right now. That's what I think Drake got to a certain extent.
I was going with that till he had the For me, I was going to the fuck you,
Quentin
calling?
Miller.
Till that shit came out.
Oh, the Drake.
Yeah, I was like, it was Drake, Cole, and Kendrick for me. Like, you know what I mean? But I like Cole because I feel like he's just.
And he's the producer and those stuff
Yeah,
too.
he
so.
produces. I just feel like he's grown. Like he's grown so much. He's always giving you been himself, but he grows. And he be getting that niggas. I don't know, like Kiss say, when you put it,
because
like MCs knows witty shit,
right?
He be getting that niggas, dog. Like I don't know if people be catching it.
I don't think they catch it.
Cole be getting at everybody. Like he be saying a lot of shit, and he be getting at his peers, the older folks, the younger folks. I hear it. I be catching it, so I be like, I really like that about him. But he remains himself. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Where does that come from you guys? I know we're gonna leave soon, but like lyrically, when I hear your Jadakiss verses, they always say Jadakiss never spit a whack verse. It always makes me laugh. The wit Styles, you got that ignorant, I don't give a fuck, you know, that type shit. And Sheek, you kind of like an extension of Styles' style. Where does that come from? Like everyone's lyrical abilities, I guess.
Yonkers.
That comes from each other, though. More than anything, I mean, we fans of hip hop, so we listen to music you probably think we wouldn't listen to. But I think being around each other in the studio, and I could just get ignited off hearing. I come in off a few, you know, I've been on the road, so I miss some of the L.O.X joints, and I just sit there with the engineer, light one, and listen to some of the joints they laid, and be like, holy shit, dog, I gotta. You know what I mean? And that keeps it more than anything.
We make our music,
same
man.
as I feel if I just throw on a new Drake or a new Hove or anything.
But do you even listen to your old shit and like laugh or chuckle, be like, damn, I said that right?
I don't even really have my catalog.
I just make it and I hope you love it.
Yeah,
That's it.
I think that's a big part of keeping our group forward.
What you mean?
We don't listen to ourselves.
We don't
like
listen
that.
to ourselves that much. Like if you get in the car and you playing and I won't like it's mad shit I hear. I forgot I did it because I'm in the car with my homeboy and he's playing and I'm somewhere. Because as an MC, like Kiss just told you, we respect the fuck out of our craft. Like we listen to shit you don't probably think we would listen to. We respect. Like I see Rakim, Kool G, Kane, KRS, EPMT to this day. It's still as if I was 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Those are the masters of what we do. Like, you know what I'm saying? I still acknowledge Hove, Nas, and Big as transitioning, and the Wu to transitioning to this whole new gateway from that in the mob also. So you got to understand, when you respect the craft, you wake up like respecting the craft. You respect the bars. We'll be listening to some shit from years ago where niggas said some crazy shit, or you know, you just respect bars. And I think when you respect the art form of it all, that's what keeps you forward. But when you listen, a lot of people listen to their shit and they keep listening, and you feel super dope because you hot right now and you dope. So you might get cocky to a point where you think like, fuck it, I don't need to get no better. I'm dope. But we acknowledge we could always get better and keep striving for it.
All right, man. So we looking forward to the tour, man. We looking forward to the new album. The announcement coming soon. The L.O.X, baby, Jada, Styles, Sheek. Thank you, fellas.
Baby. Yo.
Rap Radar Podcast.
Yes, sir.